there, Dr. Rosie from Dr. Rosie's Perfume Corner. If you are new here, welcome. If you're a return subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate you. For those of you who are into discontinued fragrances, oh boy, do I have 8 beautiful fragrances to tell you about. And if you can get your hands on those lovely fragrances for a decent price, I would say to go for them because they are super beautiful. Do not feel like you have to pay a lot of money for them, because people tend to increase the price for the discontinued fragrances. Don't go buy it 3 times, 4 times what they used to retail for. But if you can find them for maybe $20-$30 extra than what they used to be sell for, you can buy them because they are super gorgeous. So let's talk about the safety tip before I get into the fragrances. Safety tip for this video is very short. If you're driving or you are walking and your intuition is telling you something is wrong, it's probably because it's wrong. If you feel like someone is following you, pay attention to that person. What you do, you go inside of a business or stop at a police station, right? I've done it before. I felt like I was driving and somebody was following me. I was on the highway. It was at night and I did not know what to do. So I had Siri call 911 and let them know somebody was following me. And the person at the end of the phone directed me to the nearest police station, where I pulled through and the person stopped following me. If you feel like you've been followed, go to a business, go inside of the business and alert the person in the business what's going on, and your attacker will stay outside or will leave. Do not leave right away. Stay there until you feel like you're safe to go out, or drive to the nearest police station. Nobody's gonna come to a police station and try to hurt you there, right? All right, we'll be back. Okay, are you still with me? Let's talk about 8 beautiful discontinued fragrances that are worth buying. And I'm sure there are some people that have more than enough discontinued fragrances. I would say the first person I would say is Lulu. Lulu probably has a 1,000 discontinued fragrances in her collection, right? And Nika Marks probably has 1,000. Pam probably has 1,000. And I'm going to tag all of them on this video to talk about their discontinued fragrances. And my friend Joanne probably has maybe 20 discontinued fragrances in her collection. She doesn't do videos, otherwise I would have tagged her and asked her to do a video about her discontinued fragrances. So let's talk about those. My first one is Alien Le Goût du Parfum, and the French name is Le Goût du Parfum, and the English name is The Taste of Fragrance by Alien. It's Mugler. This one was launched in 2011. It has some caramel, some essence Absolue. This is beautiful, and I only have the small bottle. They did not make them in like really huge 100 ml bottle, but I have the small bottle and I absolutely love this fragrance. It's very delicious, it's sweet, it's bright, and it's a full body fragrance. It's a little bit more complex than just any other fragrances, right? The juice, as you can see, is a bit dark, you know, than other fragrances that you probably have in your collection. But if you find this, give it a try. It's definitely a really good fragrance to have. It has some caramel in it. It has some cashmere and some amber. This is a lovely, beautiful fragrance. Oh, it's so sexy. It's worth the money you're going to spend for it. Do not feel like you have to spend $200 for this fragrance. I don't think it's worth $200, but if you can find it for maybe $50, $60 or even $70, I would say to go for it because it will be worth it. The next fragrance is one of those fragrances that I think last year or the year before I have donated a lot of this perfume to fans here on YouTube, and I decided to keep one of them for myself. This is Elie Saab Le Parfum. This is the Parfum Incense. This one has been discontinued for a while. If you can find this on eBay to buy, and sometimes you can find like maybe fragrance net or fragrance buy will have maybe 1 or 2 bottles for sale, and I have no idea where they get them from. You know, go ahead and purchase it because it's a beautiful fragrance. It was released in 2011, and the nose behind this fragrance, believe it or not, is Francisco John. It has some African orange flowers in it. It has some jasmine, some honey, patchouli, some cedar, and some rose. And I'm telling you, this is so beautiful. I'm a floral fan, okay? And this one is one of the many floral fragrances that I absolutely love. I love the jasmine, I love the orange blossom in this, and it smells so expensive, guys. This doesn't smell like a regular designer fragrance. It's just beautiful. I mean, I wear this on special occasion because I live, you know, in a place where it's very, in the summer it gets really hot, but you could wear this in the summer, you can wear it in the winter, you can wear it in the spring. It's a beautiful all year around fragrance, and you will enjoy wearing this. It's definitely worth the money you're gonna spend for it. Should you spend $100 for it? Absolutely not. I don't think so. Should you spend $80 for it? Yes. I think when they were selling them, they were like retailing for like maybe $50-$60, and that's a really good price if you can find it for that price. Again, maybe on eBay. Be careful not to buy a fake, but it's definitely worth trying to find. The next fragrance is Miss Dior Le Parfum. This is the perfume version. This one was released in 2012, and I have no idea why they discontinued this beautiful fragrance. The nose behind this fragrance was François de Machy. It has some Mandarin Orange, it has some Turkish rose, some Bulgarian rose, and you also have some vanilla in this fragrance. Oh my god, this is so beautiful. I love this perfume so much. I mean, you know, the sillage is excellent. The lasting power is very beautiful, and this is a perfume that can be used both day and night. You can wear this, you know, out dancing. It's suitable for all occasions except maybe summer. I don't think you should wear this in the summer, but then again, it's your perfume, it's your body. Do whatever you want to do with it. Oh my god, it's a little, the juice is a little dark, okay? So try not to get a fake when you buy this. I mean, this is a beautiful perfume to wear. You can find it maybe on eBay, or I don't know where else you can find this fragrance, but if you find it, go ahead and purchase it, guys. I would say maybe $70 if you find it for $70, or even $80. I would pay it for it because it's such a beautiful orange blossom fragrance and vanilla that I think you will get your money's worth. $200. I think I saw someone selling one for $200. I said, oh, absolutely not paying $200 for that size of a fragrance, because I think you can find something nicer and much better. You can actually get a niche fragrance, but for $80 I think you can maybe buy this one. I love this fragrance very much. The next one is the beautiful C'est Le Parfum from Giorgio Armani. This one was released for women. This is not the C'est Intense. This is totally different than the C'est Intense, and the bottle is different. This is the only size this fragrance was released in, and I even have the body oil, the perfume oil for this. These two together are magical. This one was released in 2016. I have no idea why they stopped making this fragrance. I mean, Giorgio Armani makes some beautiful fragrance, and this one was one of those masterpieces that he released. This one was released by the nose behind the fragrance was Julie Massey. It has some black currant, some bergamot, some jasmine, some amber. This is absolutely gorgeous. This is what I call my holy grail Christmas holiday fragrance, guys. It starts off, you know, with the black currant. It smells like kind of a wine at the base, and then at the dry down you get some incense on this fragrance. It's a little smokiness and a little maple syrup you smell on it. You probably smell, you know, these two combined together. But your best bet is to try to find this fragrance. I think a week ago I found it on Fragrance Net. It was like $85, and I purchased a bottle. I cannot wait to have the bottle to save it, and then with having this bottle, so I'll be set for another maybe 2 to 3 years. I won't have to wash and find one. But if you go to fragrance sets, you find this fragrance, I would say buy it, because it is worth every penny you're gonna spend for it. If you cannot find it on fragrance net, you probably can find it on eBay maybe. Make sure you don't buy a fake, okay? But this fragrance will take you straight to the roof when you wear this fragrance. It's gorgeous, it's beautiful, guys, and it's worth the money that you're going to spend for it. The next fragrance is Alien Essence Absolue from Mugler. Oh my god, this was released in 2012. Guys, I've had about maybe 500 bottles of those fragrances for sale, and I've sold all of them within 6 months. So do not reach out to me because I do not have any more for sale. The last bottle I had, I sold it. So this is the only one I have left. This is a vanilla pad of a fragrance. Oh my god, it has cashmere, it has some wood in it. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. And this is, to me, it's like one of the most amazing, gorgeous vanilla fragrances. I can never stop wearing this fragrance. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. It's very clever. I mean, they need to bring this fragrance back. I'm sorry, I know Mugler passed away, you know, may he rest in peace, but please, please, you know, the people who've purchased this company, please bring this baby back. It is so beautiful. It's a deep amber vanilla balsamic jasmine fragrance. I mean, you know, the first time I saw this fragrance, I wasn't sure I was going to like it. After I purchased it and I sprayed it on me, oh my gosh, I was like, whew, one spray on my arm, okay, was enough for the entire room. That's how beautiful this fragrance is. It's strong, okay, but it's strong in a good way. The projection on this thing is amazing, okay, and every woman who's ever had this fragrance, they absolutely love this fragrance, okay. It has that kind of like a hint of some, you know, traditional perfume smell, but it remains on your skin. The power of this fragrance, it smells like something from the 1980s, but do not let that stop you. It is a beautiful vanilla fragrance. You will fall in love with this fragrance if you've never had it. And I think every woman in America, right, has this in her collection, because it was one of the most wanted fragrances for the last 5 years. If you don't have this fragrance, I would say to go find this fragrance and make it part of your collection. To the first person who watches this video or makes a comment about this fragrance, I will give you a tester. I cannot give you a decant. I will give you a 2 ml tester, because you know this is only a 50 ml bottle that I have, and I must preserve it because that's my only one that I have left. But I will give you a 2 ml decant, but you need to message me, remind me to send it to you. Alright. The other fragrance that they have discontinued that I am so unhappy with is Plum Japonais by Tom Ford. This is a floral fruity fragrance for women. You know what? Men can wear this also. I don't know why it was only marketed for women. This one was launched in 2013, and the nose behind this fragrance was Yann Vaznier. Mr. Vaznier, you made a beautiful fragrance, and it's too bad they discontinued this fragrance. This has some cinnamon in it, some saffron, some beautiful Japanese plum, and it has a little bit of liquor. This is a beautiful juicy plum and such a happy fragrance, right? It's happy, it's a friendly fragrance. It's refreshing, it's sweet, but you know, it's not like one of those sweet fragrances that will make people not want to be near you because it's too sweet for them. It's beautifully blended and just a happy fragrance to wear. And I don't know why, you know, they decided to discontinue this fragrance. I never know why they discontinue fragrances. Sometimes it's because, you know, the ingredients are too expensive to find to make them, or the company does not like want to make them anymore. But every time they discontinue a fragrance that I like, I'm heartbroken over it. And you know, sometimes you can still find this. It's not that hard to find. You can still find Plum Japonais. Sometimes at the cosmetic store they usually have them, because I know someone who actually bought like 3 bottles of it, right? So this is the only one that I have, and no, I will not sell it. Don't ask me to sell it to you. I'm gonna keep this as part of my collection. I don't even wear it anymore because I just want to keep it as a kind of like as a masterpiece fragrance. But I'm just gonna spray it a little bit. Oh my god, I have too many on now right now because I think I've sprayed like 5 different fragrances on me, so I need to go take a shower. Anyway, there it is, Plum Japonais by Tom Ford, one of the discontinued masterpiece fragrances. Here's the other fragrance. Oh, Violet Blonde, floral, woody moss fragrance for women. This one was released in 2011, and sadly this is the small bottle that I have. I had the big bottle, I sold it. After I sold it, I was like, what the heck did I do? Why did I do that for? But this is more than enough for me. You know, this has some violet leaf, it has some pink pepper, some Mandarin Orange, and then, you know, there's some jasmine, vetiver. It's beautiful, guys. Violet Blonde, I don't think you can find this anywhere else to buy. So I only spray my little bottle like just like 2-3 sprays, right, to make sure that, you know, I keep it and not ever be without it. I mean, it's breathtakingly stunning. Okay, I mean, I'm not an Irish person, but this is so beautifully blended, guys. It's almost palpable. Okay, this is how this fragrance is. I mean, this Violet Blonde is not there simply to be worn. It's an entire experience. This is an experience of a fragrance. And since 2011, I have been buying this fragrance. I probably went through maybe 10 bottles of this already, and I kid you not. And I can never stop wearing it. I cannot get enough of it. I mean, it smells like a beautiful boudoir with the private quarters of a queen, right? I'm not a queen, but if I were a queen, this would be part of my quarters, put it in my quarters where I would see this. I would probably maybe have enough money to ask Tom Ford to remake this fragrance and put my name on it. Let me stop dreaming. What's wrong with me? Anyway, there you are. There you go. Violet Blonde by Tom Ford, released in 2011. This is the smallest bottle that I have. The last fragrance from the discontinued fragrance is Elie Oud Majestueux from Mugler, and this will no longer be part of my collection because I actually sold it to someone and I need to send it to that person, and she knows who she is. She's asked me about it twice, but I wanted to do a video of it, and I think you can find this fragrance sometimes. They have two that look similar. This is the Oud Majestueux, but the other one is still available for purchase, but you cannot find this one anymore. This one was released in 2015. It has some saffron, some cardamom, it has some cashmere, some oud and some amber. This is a lovely, beautiful oud fragrance. It doesn't scream very loud, but it's one of the lovely alien fragrance that, you know, that lasts a very long time. I mean, all of those, you know, everything from Thierry Mugler lasts a very long time. But you know what? I don't know why they discontinued this fragrance. Maybe it's because the line has been decimated. Who knows? What a shame. Shame, shame, shame for discontinuing this fragrance. But I absolutely love this fragrance, and it will no longer be part of my collection. I'm not sad about it because I have a lot of fragrances, but the person who's going to be the owner of this fragrance will end up enjoying wearing it. Alright guys, this is it. If you can find one of these discontinued fragrances, get your hands on it, only if you can find it for a really good price. Do not feel like you have to spend a fortune on them, because like I said in the beginning, there are a lot of other beautiful fragrances out there in the market, but those are absolutely stunning. Alright, that's what I'm gonna say. So don't forget to buy the fragrance, wear the fragrance, buy the dessert, eat the dessert, buy the shoes, wear the shoes, and forget about the haters. They are all haters. They are always going to hate. Get rid of them. Get them away from you. Live life. Be happy. And see you next time. Thank you so much for watching this video. Bye.